But let's start with the news that Manchester United have made an official bid to RB Leipzig for their striker Benjamin Sesko to rival Newcastle's offer. Well, we'll get the Newcastle view in just a moment from Keith Downey. First, though, to Manchester, where we can speak to Peter Stevenson. Evening both. Peter, let's start with you then. All right, so Manchester United have finally shown their hand. Give us the details of the bid.
Yeah, Mike, it's a fascinating situation because, as we've known all summer, United have been pretty determined to solve their one huge problem they had last season. They couldn't score goals. They only scored 44, and only Everton and the three relegated clubs scored fewer than that. So a major problem. And we've seen them act already in the market, bringing in the likes of Kuna and Mbemo. But of course, it's that central striking position that they've been looking at for so many weeks now. And it would appear that Benjamin Sesko, the 22-year-old, 6'5", is the man that they want. Tonight, United tell me officially no comment, but we know that bid is in, as you say, just under £74 million. That's around 65 million initially, with around 9 million in add-ons. So that's the bid on the table, not just as much as Newcastle United, and from a club with no European football to offer, of course, as United finished 15th as opposed to Newcastle's 5th place last season. So on that basis, you would imagine the meeting that's taking place at RB Leipzig this afternoon, a fascinating board meeting that must be as well, may have not that much to consider, you would imagine, because if Newcastle come in with a higher figure, maybe the more attractive proposition for the player. But it would appear the signs today have all been that the player himself, who we're told, according to a post on the Leipzig website, is training individually. Penny for his thoughts as he jogs around that pitch. But by all accounts, he's leaning towards the possibility of coming to Manchester United. And you remember a few months ago, Ruben Amorim saying that we're Manchester United. Everybody wants to play for Manchester United, and we could soon see yet more proof of that if they can get this deal over the line in the next couple of days.
Thank you, Peter. Right, what's all the fuss about?
Well, top-class strikers seem to be...
The offer includes a guaranteed payment of €75 million, £65.2 million. The Red Devils are yet to get a response, but believe it is an appropriate valuation for the 22-year-old Slovenia forward and that he is keen to move to Old Trafford. Newcastle United also want Sesko and have made a bid in the region of €80 million, £69.5 million, as they continue negotiations with Leipzig. The offer from Manchester United is seen as significant, as there had been suggestions they did not want to firm up their interest with Leipzig without knowing the forward was prepared to join them. Manchester United are willing to let Rasmus Højlund leave the club in order to make space for Sesko to come in. Sesko has 39 goals in 87 appearances for Leipzig and, at 6 feet 5 inches, he would also bring a significant physical presence to the Old Trafford club's front line. Manchester United sources have previously outlined how it is possible for them to reach an agreement on Sesko, even though Sir Jim Ratcliffe said earlier this year there was the potential for the club to go bust by Christmas without massive cost-cutting measures. Another player, Ollie Watkins, keen on Man United transfer, with Aston Villa set to reduce asking price for England international. Ollie Watkins is reportedly ready to step into the void for Manchester United if they are unable to win the transfer race for Benjamin Sesko. Having missed out on the likes of Liam Delap, Victor Gyökeres, Hugo Ekitike and Victor Osimhen, the Red Devils are said to have turned their attention to RB Leipzig star Sesko in an ongoing bid to land a new number 9. They do, however, face competition for the Slovenia international from Premier League rivals Newcastle. There is said to be growing scepticism in Germany that United can beat the Magpies to Sesko's signature, given his £78 million, $104 million asking price.